Hi, welcome to a new video. So last time we were warring Denmark. Denmark was making gains on us, so it wasn't looking too particularly good. Let's go ahead and see what we can do to him here. So he's going to move in with all of these guys. He definitely outnumbers me. First off, I'm going to keep that infantry at the bottom fortified. I feel like even if he'll die, he'll do a lot of damage if if Denmark tries to waste his time killing him, and that's okay with me. Because I value the immediate turns so much, I'm not putting my artillery inside the city of Babylon, and that could very much be a mistake. Not sure if it was the best, right? I would have to take just one turn of not shooting the artillery, but it would pay off by getting oligarchy bonus, and then I could shoot it again. You know, it's kind of like, does it wait? Can I afford to not immediately start killing all of his units, right? It's in the long term to put it inside Babylon, and in the short term to not, and I took the short term decision. Meanwhile, he can capture Babylon with either of those anti-air, and so I think it might be beneficial to put a unit on that antiquity site right there, the 4 food, 1 production, 1 faith tile that's next to Babylon. That way he'll either have to kill that unit first before he can move in, i.e. then he won't do enough damage to Babylon, or the anti-airs will get zone of controlled. So let's see what happens. So I'm attacking his anti-airs with my planes here because the planes take a lot more damage from attacking other units than they do the anti-airs. I mentioned this last episode, by the way. I also am going to start beginning bulbing my scientists. I feel like bulbing my scientist is a pretty smart thing to do. I have a lot of science now and I can get Hubble any second. So as you may have seen, I just took a insta-heal on my infantry. I hate doing that late game, and late game you really should try to be in as many situations as possible where you don't have to take insta-heals. Insta-heals are usually reserved for when having one unit is going to make or break the war, right? And I mean, obviously, I suppose that's true for every unit, but it's when you're down to, when it's obvious you can tell that it's one unit, that's when it's going to make or break the war, right? And I just took an instant heal on my infantry, which I absolutely hate. I don't like doing that. But anyways, let's see here. So he has an anti-air that's pretty weak, and I could probably come in and finish it off with my infantry, and the infantry might be able to stay alive. I mean, the most he can kill me with is that Norwegian ski infantry, and an anti-air, but even then, I don't think the anti-air would be able to kill me. He could try to go after it with planes, and I don't know if that's okay, because if he goes after it with planes, then he's not attacking Babylon, but the units are really important right now. Babylon is going to build an airport because there's a lot of planes in other cities that can't come down here that also cannot reach units, so that's why I'm building an airport, by the way. So now we can see Denmark's amazing land. He has millions and millions of cities, which explains why he has so much production and explains why I cannot keep up with all of his units. I really need to think of something if I am to combat him. So I'm thinking about how can I counteract Denmark, right? I obviously can't beat Denmark in war, right? At least not currently. I'd have to get a lot more production if I were to beat him in war. I could try science. I'm not going to go science this game. Science is too easy. I don't want to do it. And so I'm giving myself a personal handicap that I'm not going to do a science victory. I'm either going to do diplomacy, war, or culture. Science is too easy to do. But yes, how can I beat Denmark if I can't do science? Well, he's killing all the city-states, so diplomacy is going to be kind of hard to do. The fewer city-states there are, you know. I don't know, look on the minimap, that huge black blob next to Brazil, that's all one city-state, right? It just took a lot of the Maya's cities. I think it's Colombo. Colombo took 3 different cities or something like that. Or Colombo took 2 cities, and now it's a mega city, right? So there's Colombo, there's whatever is left of Brazil, there's Wellington. Denmark just took Melbourne. There's Zanzibar. There's 2 city-states north of Shoshone, and then there's Samarkand, which is most certainly going to get killed. So really, and there's also Genoa south of me. So really there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 city-states left, right? You can't really win world. I know the votes go down the fewer city-states there are. Although I think it's skewed such that it's best if all city-states are alive. And I also don't have good diplomacy right now, so I can't really get votes. And I don't have money right now. I'm making like 0. Well, I'm not making 0, but I'm making very close to 0 gold per turn. And diplomacy is a money victory, right? So it's gonna have to be war. I don't have any culture. I can't do culture. It has to be war. So what I need to do is reclaim my land, if I can even do that, and then go after someone weaker until I can target Denmark. Anyways, now that that is all said and done, I'm going to go for stealth bombers. It's a pretty expensive tech, although there's not really any more techs I really want, so stealth bombers it is, and then I'll probably do XComs after. So, what can I do here? Well, I decided to move up my artillery into the city, so I have a pretty powerful city shot, and I think I'm probably going to most likely use it either on that weakened machine gun, or I'm going to use it on the anti-air. Babylon's at full health. I don't think you can take it right now, and so my priority is getting units off of my infantry so I can keep it alive. So I think the smart move would be to city shot on that anti-air, perhaps finish it off with my infantry, or attack with the infantry first and then city shot to finish it off. If that will kill it, if those 2 shots will kill it, then do that, right? Then I'm going to probably use my artillery on focus firing maybe that weakened anti-air and then finish that off with a plane. Then my infantry will only be surrounded by 4 units. Hopefully I can use a few more planes to kill the anti-air south of my infantry. And there's also some anti-airs north. He took Melbourne. He might be trying to go after my other city now, Akkad, and that's no good. So I kind of need to make sure that he doesn't try to attack me from the north, while also making sure that my infantry stays alive in the south. Looks like I went ahead and tried attacking that Norwegian ski infantry instead, which is fine. I mean, it's kill, right? And now I'm gonna go after this anti-air right here, and hopefully I can finish that off and keep my infantry alive. The astute viewer may have just noticed within all the speed up that I got Clausewitz Legacy. Clausewitz Legacy is an excellent bonus. It gives me plus 25% combat. So, my infantry died. So sad. It was a really good one too, but oh well. He just overwhelmed me with his overwhelmingness. Though he has a lot of units in red health or that are just missing health, and he also has land ships, which is so ugly. How could you, Denmark? That's hideous. City shot can probably finish off that anti-air, or it can move on to the stronger machine gun. I'm not too worried about the machine gun, but like, knock on wood, right? Watch that thing like overwhelm me, right? So I'm probably just gonna finish off these anti-airs, that way I can stop not attacking anti-airs, right? Like, the anti-airs are just so annoying, right? They just stand in the way. They just exist to grief me. Right, so I'm probably going to use city shot on the anti-air. I think it would be the smartest move to either move my infantry, kill the anti-air next to my infantry, then move my infantry up and kill that anti-air that is on the 3 food 2 production tile, and then use planes to finish off the other units, right? There's also anti-airs up north, although I have a little bit of time, so I'm not too worried about it. So I think I will need some kind of like unit support to attack those guys, because I can't attack an anti-air with a plane, because the other anti-airs will come in and intercept. That will most certainly kill my plane. So I think I need units up north if he does really try to pursue that. Also, I'm actually attacking his workers here because I don't want him to build roads and have an easier time moving units up. Killing workers is a pretty viable strategy in war. Just keep that in mind. So, I finally have another infantry. God bless America, right? This infantry is going to be a triple flat terrain because my cap has a lot of flat terrain next to it. Look at all of these land ships he has. This is insane. Definitely going to try to target these guys. They are the bane of my existence. And my artillery normally would be useless, but it's been going so much that it actually has logistics. It needs 500 gold to upgrade it, which is insane. It's kind of part of the reason why I do not like rocket artillery. That's just way too expensive, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. And I have... So that's one dead land ship, and I have people attacking my city of Akkad up north, right? For some reason he moved his anti-air weird, and I can actually focus fire that one anti-air that my city is shooting right now, and so I think I'm actually going to try to do that with my planes. Again, I did the same thing in between recordings that I did last episode. For some reason I just played like 2 turns, though. I don't know why I did that, but he has tanks now, right? He has tanks. Tanks are insane. I'm actually mad that he has tanks right now. I am freaking overwhelmed. And he has great wars. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm ready to take the L, right? I do have bajillion planes, and all of his anti-air is dead though, so even though he has these powerful units, the fact that he doesn't have anti-air right now, I actually feel like I have the advantage, right? Like, look how much my planes are focus firing this tank now that it can't counterattack me, so I really don't feel worried about it in the slightest. Again, same deal, no anti-air. A lot of Great War infantry. I actually fear the tanks more than I fear the Great War, even though the Great War can fortify. So I'm going after the tanks first. Just the ability to move from his empire to my battlegrounds like instantly is something I don't quite like about the tanks, so I'm trying to kill them first. But looks like he's starting to run out of units, which is great, and perhaps maybe in the slim chance, you know, if all the stars align, Jupiter is in retrograde, whatever, right? Whatever the retrograde thing means, you know, I'm not an asparagus, but whatever it means, then maybe I can actually reclaim my once city. And maybe if the retrograde of Mercury isn't retrograde, right? So like whatever Mercury like looks to for retrograde, maybe if that works, then I'll be able to take it. By the way, I had the Brazilians kill the Maya, and this is how his tourism is going. Obviously he's rising with me because I suck, and he's rising with Shoshone because Shoshone died, right? The Maya, despite having one city, are still very competitive culturally, which is awesome. I did not think that they would be able to do that, but they can. So thank you for existing, Maya. And then there's Denmark. However, Brazil has a carnival right now, I believe is what that is. That's why he has so many modifiers on all of us. Brazil gets mad tourism, right? And so I fear Brazil quite a bit. Even though he's rising slowly on us, he's going to start rising with all of us. And so, honestly, my medium-term goal, like if there's short and long-term, what's like a medium distance called? I don't freaking know. My medium distance term is to get done with Brazil. First is peace with Denmark. Second is figure out how to stop Brazil from winning by tourism. And third is figure out Denmark, who even then, even though he's not going for tourism, just by the sheer fact of how this game works, he could still win by tourism or space, right? Just because I'm leaving him alone, right? I'm a one-man band to kill this game, to kill the people in this game because no one else is going to. Brazil's not going to kill Denmark. Brazil can win on its own. Shoshone and Maya are irrelevant. Egypt is dead, right? So it's up to me to put the cards in a way that will make me win, of course, obviously, because no one else is going to do it for me. There is also the slim chance, I guess I could win by diplomacy without city-states, or like one city-state. If I go for globalization, I can get 5 votes, I think. No, I can get 4 votes, 1 for each person. And then I can probably pass world ideology for my ideology. And then I can probably pass world religion for whatever religion is in my cities. Looking at it right now, it looks like I have majority Catholic. Although I do have the Holy City for Protestantism as well, so I could spread Protestantism to my cities if I wanted to. Right, so I could pass world religion, world ideology, and get globalization, and that might help me. You know, it would take some time because it takes every 15 turns to get votes, and if you don't fail, if you fail, then you get 2 more votes. But I could do that. But anyways, that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you for watching some more post commentary. I'm liking this. Please leave a comment. You know, I already asked, like, in the other video, leave a comment, but that one had sample text in it. I cannot believe I did that. I'm so embarrassed. But just leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Thanks for watching.